Yo guys, what is going on? Got the battle of the one stack Royal Knights is going to be Jesmon versus Ulforce Vidramon, one of my favorite decks. Just a really cheesy and fun OTK deck. So both of these decks, we're just going to be basically digging the whole game, trying to see who can set up their OTK first, and seeing who will brick less often. So the Jesmon player will start with the Huck plus Bow Huck combo, and then Huckmon, of course, has that effect where you can reveal 5, I believe, add some Sistermons and stuff. So we are going to see the Sistermon Blanc Awakened. I am set up with the Vmon plus Sora Joe over there. Gonna hit a Vidramon in security, which is totally fine because Bauhawk is 6k. Then we're going to see the hero to pass the turn. So I do actually play Sora Joe. I think is a really solid blue tamer that lets you suspend it to both trigger Ulforce's effect as well as gain some extra memory. During your turn, I'm going to go ahead and evolve into the Cordramon. I'm going to swing security, trash some cards, draw off of the Vmon Inherited, and checking the Huckmon in security. And then after that, just going to hit a blue memory boost, revealing some cards. We see the Strabimon as well as the Ulforce Vidramon. Going to go ahead and grab that to potentially just build a new stack. Our opponent will go ahead and build the Greymon stack in the security back there. We're going to go ahead and swing into the Cordramon, which is definitely necessary. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and keep swinging and drawing cards. We're going to see Analog Boy revealing the Voltramon, I believe, the Sec Attack +1 Ultimate, which is really solid. My buddy over here is basically just playing 4 of like every card that lets you get to Savior Huckmon, because if he's not seeing Savior Huckmon, he's not winning the game. So like Analog Youth, Fireball, Red Memory Boost. It's just really funny stuff. So we are going to go ahead and evolve the Vidramon plus Arrow Vidramon, which is kind of my version of the perfect stack. Vidramon will let you bounce level 3s, and Arrow Vidramon does give you the Sec Attack +1. And then going to go ahead and go into the Ulforce Vidramon there. Bauhawk will unsuspend, of course, going to go ahead and evolve the Voltramon in the breeding area back there. Going to swing security. Once again, this Bauhawk is just absolutely like not dying. He's living every single swing, but I'm totally okay with that because that means 2 more memory for my turn off of the Sora Joe. You could definitely try to evolve it to kind of bypass that maybe, but you typically just want to like use your resources into going into a Jesmon. We are going to see the Voltramon actually just evolve for a custom 3, so I'm not going to gain off Sora Joe, but 3 memory is definitely enough to work with, especially with my hand size right now. So I am debating on whether or not to promote the Ulforce, but I think I've got enough tamers in my hand to be able to make it worthwhile. Going to swing Ulforce, trash some cards off of the Sora Joe. Ulforce will unsuspend, gaining me 1 memory off his effect, and then 1 memory off of the Vmon effect. Gonna check 2 cards because we've got 8 or more cards in hand. Sitting at, I believe, 12,000 thanks to the Demi Vmon egg. Fireball is gonna resolve, drawing our opponent some cards. And sitting at 5 memory, definitely enough to be able to close out the game here. I think depending on if I've got maybe like an Omnimon or something in my hand. So we're gonna go ahead and swing, checking 2 more cards for 12,000. Hitting 2 rookies there, which is totally fine. We're gonna play the tie, suspend him, and then unsuspend the Ulforce to be able to swing for the last attack there. So game 2, say Jesmon, I was about to say Savior Huck, which is basically might be the deck. The deck is just heavily revolved on that until at least the star decks come out. We're gonna see the Greymon stack, and then of course I'm just gonna play the Davis there. Bottom decking Arena plus Hammer Spark is a little bit unfortunate. We're gonna see Analog Boy played, grabbing the Huckmon there. Huckmon is going to be played for a cost of 3, revealing 5 cards. Grabbing probably the Sistermon CL plus the other Huckmon. I do believe you can add any Digimon with Huckmon as name, so we're going to see those taken. The rest are going to go to the bottom, starting with 3 because of Davis is pretty solid as well. Davis, unfortunately, can't suspend him, but you definitely just need to start at 3 sometimes. So I'm going to go Vidramon. Rena is going to reveal us some cards, and then grabbing the Vmon off of her effect for the +1. And then Huckmon's going to swing security, dying to the Vmon there. Is totally okay. He did his job. He got his search off. And then we're just going to see Red Memory Boost, putting me to 3, revealing the Jesmon there. Going to grab that, putting all the nonsense to the bottom of the deck. Cordramon's going to hit the board for a cost of 6, putting our opponent back to 3, drawing some more cards. Voltramon here is going to be evolved for 3. And then finally into Jesmon, we've got a triple check Jesmon stack there. So we're going to swing security with the Cordramon. Unfortunately not dying, hitting a Red Memory Boost. So now I'm susceptible vulnerable to the Jesmon piercing. Plus, our opponent's going to start with at least 5 memory the next turn. Going to probably be able to spit out some Sistermons too, so really unfortunate there. But at this point, just going to play some more Tamers, revealing some more cards. I'm going to grab the Arrow Digimon since I was missing the level 5 there. And then going to pass it over to our opponent with 1 memory, I believe. Going to pop the memory boost, first memory boost, to go to 3. Just playing around Hammer Spark and stuff. Going to go to 5 with the second one. Swinging at the Cordramon effect of the Jess to play a Sistermon. What are we going to see here? I think he's got the Awakened. So, yep, we're going to see the Sistermon Blanc Awakened. Awakened will stick the Blanc underneath to recover 1. And then we are going to get the plus 3,000, I think. 2,000, 3,000 something, plus DP from the Jesmon piercing, and then plus 2k from the Baby Dramon. Checking 3 cards, hitting a tie at least is pretty nice, so I've got a decent amount of attacks for the next turn if I can get on up into Ulforce. No unsuspend since we don't have the Savior Huck, but we did recover 1, so Jesmon is still sitting pretty at 5 security. 5 memory to work with as well. We could see maybe like another Blanc come down here. Put up a blocker as well as getting an extra card in hand would be really nice. We're just going to see Hero played for a cost of 4. And then Omnimon is going to evolve for 4, putting us to 3. Swinging, checking last security card. It is a Hammer Spark, so I'm actually going to start at 5, which is really huge here. Going to be able to go on up into the Ulforce most likely, I want to say. Because I think I've got another Hammer Spark in my hand to put me to 6. So going to be able to evolve into the Ulforce. Probably will potentially win me the game depending on what's in security. So we're going to go into the, unfortunately, the bad Arrow Digimon, which is jamming, is definitely still good, but you really want to check 2 every swing instead of having to check 5 times, basically meaning you need like 5 Tamers to close out the game, but in a regular case you just need like 2. Since you're checking double the card. So we're going to go ahead and bounce the Blanc Awaken since it is level 3. Gaining memory off the Ulforce, unsuspend, gaining jamming, plus 2,000, 1 from the arena and 1 from the Demi-V. Of course, we got jamming, so not really relevant per se. And then we can swing another 2 times here. We're going to swing into the security once again. Going to hit a Judgment of the Blade, which is very unfortunate. Going to be able to play the Awaken from hand, of course, being able to recover another card. Neutralizing our efforts here. Gonna unsuspend with the tie plus 1,000 again, sitting at 14. At this point with 0 security, I think I really just had to swing into the Omnimon, bounce the Blanc, crash into the Omnimon. So at the very least, our opponent is starting a new stack, but realistically, like he's gonna get to a stack first. I don't have anything in breeding. And he's still got 5 security, so I don't really think I'll be able to go on up into like another Ulforce to close out the game. So at this point, we're just going to play the Vmon pass. Potentially being able to warp, if that's relevant, but he really doesn't even need that. A single Lagoonimon or like or just like promoting the next turn would be like fine. That'd be enough to be able to kill me. We're just going to see, I think that's the 3rd time Blanc Awaken has been resolved in this game, so we're just going to recover another card, almost like we're playing against Yellow at this point, but that's totally okay. Sitting at 3 memory, going to evolve Vmon, going to evolve Vidramon. Really not going to be able to do anything, so can definitely Ice Wall here, but he just needs a single swing. I don't play any blockers in Ulforce, so I'm going to go ahead and start popping the Demi Vmon. Playing Sora Joe, not the most ideal opening, but definitely not the worst either. Being able to start with extra memory if he does commit to like a Huckmon search, then I'll be able to start with potentially like 3 to 4 memory next turn. So that will be really nice. We're going to see the Bao Huckmon for a cost of 2 in the back. So not the Greymon stack, but definitely not a terrible stack. Being able to pop 5,000s or lower is still pretty important. I'm going to start with 1, I believe. So single Sora Joe on the field, not really going to do anything so far. A bit of a rough start. We need like a memory boost or like a rookie here or just a way to kind of get going. Even a Cordramon or something would be fine. So we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. Finally draw into the rookie. I'm going to go Vmon into the egg there for a cost of 0. And then just going to go into the Cordramon for a cost of 2. I was debating whether to just hard slam that, but probably don't want to give my opponent a 5 memory this early on. At the very least, if I've got a Davis or something, I can put him to 3, but definitely don't want to put him to 5. So we are going to see a Huckmon played for a cost of 3, revealing Sistermon plus another Sistermon, as well as a Huckmon. I'm Gonna grab both the Blanc and Blanc Awakened, and probably gonna Digivolve into like another Bowhuck or something to dodge the Sword Joe, I would imagine. We are going to see the Greymon for a cost of 2. A little bit unfortunate since that's not on the egg stack, but it's totally okay. Cordramon's going to swing security, drawing card off of the Vmon there. Going to die to an Omnimon. I'm fine with that because Ulforce definitely doesn't want to swing into that for the first swing, and I don't want him to have an hand since that tends to kill me. We are going to drop Corddramon number 2. So Greymon's going to swing into security, hitting an Ice Wall. Of course, that is going to be unfortunate for my opponent since I'm going to gain 2 memory, and then, of course, we kind of like retconned the last attack where I gained the ability to strip the materials off the Greymon from the Sorojo there. So basically, when I attack with the previous Corddramon, so I'm going to gain 2 memory off that starting at 3. We are going to swing into the Greymon. He has the potential to block it, of course, since the Blanc is a blocker, but just going to let it go through. I'm going to Digivolve the Vidramon in the back for a cost of 2. So starting to get rolling a little bit here. Going to play Davis for 4, putting our opponent to 3. Revealing 3 cards, unfortunately not grabbing anything off there. But that's totally fine. I didn't really want any of those cards in my hand. At this point, I just need like monsters because I think I've got at least a couple Tamers in my hand. Of course, there's always the potential to hit more off security. So Bowhuck is going to swing into the Corddramon. Going to swing Blanc into security there. Vidramon is going to delete it in battle. Greymon is in the back, and then probably going to end things off with just something like a Hero, not a Hookmon. So Hero played for a cost of 4. So we're both sitting at 3 memory. Things have reached a pretty stable point, and now we're just seeing who can build up first. My opponent is at 4 security. I think I'm also at 4. We finally see the Arrow Vidramon there for a cost of 3. Being able to check 2 cards is really broken. And then going to play the blue memory boost, revealing 4 cards. Grabbing a Vmon, definitely not the best. I think I'm digging for Ulforce at this point. Not sure if I have it, but that's really the last piece I need. So we're going to swing Bowhuck, revealing 3 off the Davis. Going to reveal 3, grabbing the Strabimon, potentially being able to search for more blue Tamers. Going to Fireball, a Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. Drawing into 2 more Fireballs, which is really, really unfortunate, and our opponent's just going to play another copy of Fireball to just try to dig even further to see the Savior Huckmon or any sort of level 5 Digimon. So then we're going to go ahead and start our turn with 3, of course, potentially 5 with the Memory Boost. So if I've got the Ulforce, I could definitely just bring this out and go into that, and I think I do. So we're going to see Ulforce for 3, of course, going to be able to swing security, trash off Sorojo, unsuspend, gain 2 memory off the Vmon and Ulforce. Checking 2 cards. First check is Judgment of the Blade. Unfortunately, going to see a Blanc played out from the trash potentially. You could also play the CL to gain the memory there. I think probably Blanc would have been the better option just to get a blocker, but of course I've got the Vidramon either way, so this way at least it doesn't get bounced. But I'm going to swing 2 more checks, play the tie, and then close out the game with the last check. So guys, that's going to be the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments about Ulforce, and we'll see you next time.